Do you want to be here right now? And I don't mean like here. I mean here in a cosmic sense, bro.
Feisty and victorious, what I'm writing is notorious. Big like Tyson and I'm furious. Wiping the floor with your slightly uncoordinated. Saw the matrix and aborted it. You're subordinate, you saw the ship and boarded it. The plank, you're walking it blank. Recordings getting slaughtered, you can thank your boy for it. Forget a rhyme scheme, try scheming on me, that's a pipe dream. I'm green as I light 3 pipes of Thai weed. Inside me is a light beam shining. Find 3 diamonds and examine the texture. Take off the top like Hannibal Lecter and peer inside. You'll find my endearing mind. See the eerie shine, bright like an earring. Might be igniting the fear inside. Spiking your hearing like a knife in the ear of a pirate fighting with Keira Knightley. I might just appear at night like a poltergeist. I control the zeitgeist. I'm nice, but I'm cold as ice on the mic, and I hold it tight. I cause damage to the bass box, moving forward while you're standing in the same spot. Flying high, causing panic when I take off. Flows like liquid, it would vanish in a raindrop. Flows like liquid, it would vanish in a raindrop. Penny for my thoughts, that's the wishing well price. In the present moment, I'm a clock with a knife.
All right, God, it's a love-hate relationship with AI, right? Shout out to y'all. I appreciate being able to do this. Appreciate being able to do this. Mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, we appear to be good on the audio. Right? This is the death of Master P's daughter, Tytyana Miller. And this is the breakdown that comes with it. I have an article here. This looks like a Yahoo article, and we're just past the 3-year anniversary of this death. And it is interesting. A lot of the stuff is interesting because lately in the trending news, updated, it's the year 2025 now, we've been getting, with our decodes, we've been seeing like the number 16 a lot. And P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. So is this just the pattern? Right? Now his daughter, you know, they have the last name Miller, dead in May as well. So we catch a lot of this stuff with the language. You know? Don't forget the Pope just died recently, semi-recently. Pope P on the Queen's birthday, Queen Elizabeth II. Remember, she was married to Prince Philip, PP. Don't forget, Prince died at Paisley Park or whatever. I don't know, that was like his house or his studio or whatever the hell it was. PP, Greg Popovich. Retired, the coach. Popovich, P sounds like Pope. Anyways, there's something with this letter P and a lot of these trending stories that are happening around this time. So with that being said, we're going to get into this breakdown. There's some videos here that go along with it. We'll go ahead and we'll start off with this one.
I can't get my daughter back.
New details about the death of Master P's daughter, Tytyana Miller, have been revealed. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, the 25-year-old died of accidental fentanyl intoxication. The news comes 5 months after Master P announced his daughter's death in May. At the time, he told fans, "Our family is dealing with an overwhelming grief for the loss of my daughter, Tytyana. We appreciate all of the prayers, love, and support. Mental illness and substance abuse is a real issue that we can't be afraid to talk about. With God, we will get through this." The hip-hop mogul later opened up about his daughter's battle with addiction in July on CBS Mornings with Gayle King.
We've been going through this for 9 years, and you think, oh, you know what? She's going to get past this. We're going to go on and live happily ever after.
She's an adult.
And she's an adult.
Yeah.
It's been plenty of times to where I was in situations that I had to, even if the police was involved, like she could go where she wants. She's over 18. Mm-hmm. So I had to deal with that struggle and pain. Mm-hmm. But my daughter had a lot of life left in her.
Yeah.
And she was a happy woman that knew that tomorrow she could do something better.
So they're saying like accidental fentanyl drug overdose or whatever. They're saying mental illness she had as well. Mental illness, you get the M like Master P as well, right?
Master P's daughter, Tytyana Miller's cause of death has been revealed.
I feel like that.
And, you know, maybe I should show you this first. If you don't know, right? Make him say, he is 55 years old currently. But Master P, you know, Percy Robert Miller, better known by his stage name Master P, American rapper, record producer, record executive, dancer, actor, entrepreneur, founded the record label No Limit Records in 1991. I'm going to have to look back at that as well, which was relaunched into the spin-off labels New No Limit Records and No Limit Forever Records. Gained fame in the mid-1990s as a member of the label's hip-hop group True. I had that album. That was a nice album. I think it was, I don't know how many. I had at least one of the albums. As well as his 5th solo album. I had this album as well. Mr. Ice Cream Man. And, you know, legendary hits here, Make 'Em Say, his 97 single received platinum certification by the Recording Industry Association of America. In total, Miller has released 15 studio albums. Remember, his daughter was born on the 15th also of June, excuse me. You see that birthday right there? And as I'm recording this right now, it's June 8th. So you see this death anniversary, just about 2 weeks ago. And today happens to be Kanye West's birthday also. Just saying, you know, we always want to be aware. We always want to be aware of, you know, the dates and everything, right? Then we catch certain patterns and stuff. But anyways, here's, let me play the second part of that video, and I guess we can go over here first since we're here. You know, there's this other Tytyana Miller here. You see if you could see over here on the right. I don't know who that is, but that says it's an actress. So you can't get the two confused. It's interesting because just like right under that, you see the one we speak of here. So I mean, I guess basically known, it says Master P's daughter, and it says actress right there, which is, I don't know, interesting. I don't know what other, she was in that show, Growing Up Hip Hop, the show, right, with Master P. Other than that, I'm not sure. But you see, it says actress, but probably more known for being Master P's daughter. So, I guess we don't need to do any further research on her there. But let's play the second part of this video, and then I'm going to show you some amazing connections that I came up with that I think are undeniable, that just let us know that there's something shady going on, at least in the industry, but if not the entire world, with this language we speak, and just with other patterns as well that are undeniable, okay?
Addiction was documented on WeTV's Growing Up Hip Hop.
And I feel like I don't need to go to rehab. I feel like I could actually do good without rehab.
Her older brother, Romeo, who also starred on the show, was one of her biggest support systems, even when times got tough.
You were supposed to be here. We put everything on hold to make sure you're okay. And you're not here. I left the celeb game early to get here. I dropped everything to get here.
At the time, Romeo also shared his grief in a statement, writing, quote, "We appreciate all of the prayers, love, and support, and although this is sad times, we are forever grateful for the memories we did have with our amazing sister." And while he expressed his sadness, Romeo added that he knows she's in a way better place and finally at peace and free.
Coming from where I come from, coming from poverty, you would think that you would outlive your kids, and that was the mission.
Yeah.
And I feel like going to my daughter's funeral, I feel like I went to my own funeral.
And he does have other kids as well. He does have other kids as well. At least he may have like 2 other daughters and a few sons. I guess I could show you that as well. But look what I saw over here. It says she also starred in this film, Mother's Choice. So if that's right, look over here. It says right here, Tytyana Miller, and it's got a different birthday. You see that right there? Over on the right? August 1st, and it says known for a mother's choice. So, I mean, that has to be her, right? But when we scroll up here, this is the birthday we get, June 15. So that's another thing, like with Google, it's like, what's up with that? What's up with that, right? So let's look at Master P's kids. So
Master P has 9 children.
9 children. Little Romeo, maybe the most known, Lil Romeo, Romeo Miller. He's got at least one son that's a basketball player, I saw as well. Okay, so back over here now. So what, we're about 12 minutes in. I have to do a little bit of an introduction. And now we find ourselves back to the breakdown here. Look at this. Check that out right there, okay? Because Master P is born on the 29th of April. His daughter dies at age 29. Master P equals 29 in the reduction cipher. 92 in ordinal. And let that soak in. You see, it's just the 4 base ciphers with the language over and over and over again. What would be the odds of that? Isn't that wild? Look at these. And again, you see how it says accidental fentanyl, however you say it, overdose. Look at these numbers. Now, the ones I circled are going to relay and transfer over to the next slide. But check that out. Look at accidental fentanyl overdose. You see 110? Look at her father, Percy Robert Miller, 101. Those are the same numbers, just in a different form, right? 110, 101. Look at the 430 with accidental fentanyl overdose. It's like 43, right? No limit equals 43. Fentanyl equals 34, the same numbers. Don't forget also killing equals 43. Look at fentanyl overdose, 79. No limit, 97. Even fentanyl, 97. Master P, 97. Percy Robert Miller, 97. Those are death numbers as well. Murder and morgue equals 79. And I think death equals 97 if I'm not mistaken. Okay? Look, Master P also has that 43 like accidental fentanyl overdose, 430. You see that? Right? Okay? Now, look at it, the ones I circled here. Fentanyl, 38. Tytyana, 38. No limit, 38. Tytyana's got the 83. Okay? Don't forget, also, if you didn't know, murder, death, killing, RIP all have the 38. Murder and morgue also equal 83. And you see accidental fentanyl overdose, 142. It's the same numbers. Percy Robert Miller, Master P's full name, 142, 214. And this cause of death also reported by people here as well as our original article, which I showed you. Now, again, you're going to look at, and these are just the 4 base ciphers with the language, okay? Forwards, reverse, reduction applied both ways. I know the duck's blocking it a little bit, whatever, but you can still see it. Let me get a drink of my coffee. Okay. So notice those numbers I circled. Notice the 142 with accidental fentanyl overdose. Louisiana equals 142. That's the place of birth. New Orleans, Louisiana. You see that? So the cause of death is an exact match with where you're born. Look at how Louisiana's got the 38, like fentanyl. Tytyana, the first name. And again, No Limit's got that 38. Tytyana's got the 83. And remember, those are death numbers. This even connects with her brother. I think the older brother. I think an older brother to her. Look at how Romeo kind of looks like a girl up there. On that like album cover or whatever. But anyways, look at this. Overdose has 103 like her brother's name, Percy Romeo Miller Jr. 103. Check that out. I'm telling you, this stuff is all with the language. Like, I gotta say it over and over and over and over again. Now, I'm not here to say this is like Master P's fault. It's just the world balances things out for us, right? You can't let things just go and happen on their own, apparently. Maybe somebody's in power. They don't want to lose control or their power, right? So they keep everything balanced. This may be what they call like sacrifices, what they speak of, maybe. And that's not a stretch either, because, you could probably like look at the Bible and such, right? Or you'll hear people talk, oh, you just got to sacrifice, right? So if maybe there's success with Master P, You know, something's got to give, but maybe it's out of his hands. But we all should know this by now, okay? But anyways, you see Overdose 103, Percy Romeo Miller Jr. 103. Growing Up Hip Hop equals 103. And they're a part of that show. You see that? I don't know if there was like a bunch of seasons with other hip hop families. It's probably possible. But Master P and his family a part of at least one of the seasons, right? Look at that. Growing Up Hip Hop in reduction, and you see how that cipher breaks down. Straight up reduction, straight up numerology. Growing Up Hip Hop 103, Overdose 103, Percy Romeo Miller Jr. 103. It's like a lottery, okay? What words and are associated with the character, the family, the father? Okay, well, it's like entered into a system, and then everything pops up, like the whole story with the character, by the numbers, by the language. Okay, so, and you see right there, the silver lining, I know she's in a way better place, and finally at peace, God bless, he added. Tytyana, affectionately known to her family as is it Tata or Tai Tai? I don't know. They say Tytyana, but you got the Y, which is different. I don't know. So if it's Tata, Tai Tai, I don't know. Was featured in Masterpiece Family reality show Growing Up Hip Hop. And I guess it's not something anybody would be lucky to be a part of, apparently, right? Anything associated with hip hop or rappers, it's usually not a good outcome. Am I still good on the mic? I think I'm still good. Apparently, I'm still good on the mic. And I'm doing these just lives like this private. I tried posting it public, and they don't allow people to know about these lives. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really do them like I used to public and get all excited about them, because it's a fake world, it's a fake platform. I just want to get the info out there in a different way. But I put it up there like I was going to do it public, and I'm like, okay, let's see if there's any engagement. Nope, absolutely none. So I'm like, okay, just back to private, just get the info out there. All good, right? Percy Romeo Miller Jr., 230 in Ordinal. Law enforcement sources told TMZ that they responded to an emergency call from a home in the San Fernando Valley at 2:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Paramedics pronounced Tytyana Miller dead on the scene. 2:30 a.m. 230. Percy Romeo Miller Jr. 230. The exact same numbers in the ordinal cipher, okay? And again, this is the article. This is the article from Yahoo. That I'm using here. Her issues with drug use were well documented on the show, and it's just a show, they're just actors, which featured scenes in which both Master P and Romeo encouraged her to seek help. And I'm not saying that there's his family, I guess. And I'm not saying, I think that's her over here next to Romeo on the left. I'm not saying people don't get hooked on drugs, okay? I do know these are stories and these are actors, though. Right? And you see, they're just saying mental illness, substance abuse, prayers, support, This original article had the cause of death unknown. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was the People article. It's Yahoo. And then we're finding out later through some different sources, fentanyl accidental is what they're saying. Fentanyl drug overdose. Now we're gonna finish with a bang here. With you know, I mentioned P, the 16th letter of the alphabet. You know, if you get 16, you flip the 6 over, you get a 9, which is like 19. So again, around this time, we get a lot of these 16s, 61s, 19s, 91s, and such. Okay, so check this out. Remember, it said Master P had 15 studio albums also. Daughter born on the 15th, but look at her birthday is the 15th day of the 6th month. The 156, right? 156 prime number is 911 for emergency. This is her, what would have been her birthday that followed her death in 2022. Look at that. The 166th day of the year, leaving 199. She dies May 28th on a 19-date numerology before her birthday, which has a 16-date numerology. And remember, P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. Master P, right? Tytyana 106, like 16 in the language. Percy Miller 161, like 16, right? And again, Romeo, her brother, Percy, her father, Master P, Percy. Louisiana equals 61. Reverse reduction, reverse with the alphabet, and reduced at the 10th letter, which would be Q. Easy money. And beyond, because you want all single digits in reduction, forwards and in reverse. Fentanyl equals 119. Look at Mac Miller. He died 119. This other rapper with the same name, Miller. Mac Miller. Master P, the father, to Tytyana. Fentanyl's got the 119. Mac Miller dies. Or excuse me, Mac Miller's birthday is 119. He also dies from an accidental drug overdose. And fentanyl was included in that drug overdose. Look at that. You get the same name. You get the same name, Miller, a rapper, an accidental drug overdose of cocaine, fentanyl, and alcohol. Born 119. Fentanyl 119. And you see 119 is 911 reversed. So you get this 9-1, 6-1, 16, 19 theme. You see that? And again, the birthday, the 15th day of the 6th month, 156, the 156th prime is 911 for emergency. How about that? I mean, that's just so undeniable. And I think there might have been some other Mac Miller connections that I think I forgot to put. Let me go to the calculator right here. Mac has the 19. Look at that. Mac has that 19. Just the 86 I see to get rid of. But yeah, Mac, and there might be more that I'm missing, but Mac has that 19. How amazing is that? Mac has the 19. It's a 19-day span. From Tytyana's death date, May 28, 2022, to her next birthday, June 15th, 2022. The death date to the next birthday, start to end, is a 19-day span. Y'all, it's a 19-day span. Don't forget, P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. Look at this album, Master P, MP, The Last Dawn. Look how it released June 2nd, 1998. Tytyana Miller dies just days before the 24th anniversary of this release. And notice you get Dawn in there, which is eerie and creepy as I speak right now. There's a Dawn that's very, very trending and has been trending for years now. That's interesting, and his birthday is in 6 days, Donald Trump. That's just interesting and eerie. And then, you know, obviously Dawn, I don't know, kind of like referring to maybe like the mob, maybe like a boss or something. That's interesting, and his birthday is June 14th. Isn't that strange? You know, she passes in 2022, May 28th. So, yeah, right before the 24th anniversary. The Truth, even. True. Master P and True. Look, released their last album, The Truth, in 2005. Now, as I record this, we're in the year 2025. Truth, like Truth Social Network, or whatever the app, Truth T, Trump T, Tytyana T. This is a fake world, man. Everything's on the language. And, you know, I really hope you enjoyed the breakdown.
I can't get my daughter back.
New details about the death of Master P's daughter, Tytyana Miller, have been revealed. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, the 25-year-old died of accidental fentanyl intoxication. The news comes 5 months after Master P announced his daughter's death in May. At the time, he told fans, "Our family is dealing with an overwhelming grief for the loss of my daughter, Tytyana. We appreciate all of the prayers, love, and support. Mental illness and substance abuse is a real issue that we can't be afraid to talk about. With God, we will get through this." The hip-hop mogul later opened up about his daughter's battle with addiction in July on CBS Mornings with Gayle King.
We've been going through this for 9 years, so you think, oh, you know what? She's going to get past this. We're going to go on and live happily ever after.
She's an adult.
And she's an adult. Yeah. It's been plenty of times to where I was in situations that I had to, even if the police was involved, like she could go where she wants. She's over 18. Mm-hmm. So I had to deal with that struggle and pain. Mm-hmm. But my daughter had a lot of life left in her.
Yeah.
And she was a happy woman that knew that tomorrow she could do something better.
I believe she had a little baby at the time as well. Okay, so I guess that's the cause of success, right? I guess that's the cause of success. So there's always like more to the story, right? Who what, where, when. When is actually interesting. She died in San Fernando Valley, California. As you see right over there on the right. So yeah, what, when, how, where. Okay, so I think we kind of covered enough here. This is the death of Master P's daughter, Tytyana Miller. And some of those connections I didn't make. I'm just showing you that there's something sinister going on in the world with the language. Okay? They give us these characters to distract us. They give us like sports to distract us, which are just soap operas for men. All of these distractions, but you know, I just want to be here to expose that this is a much deeper thing by the language, okay? So there's always more. I appreciate being able to put this out into the universe, no matter who soaks it up, no matter, you know, shadow banned or whatever. And I guess I'll just take it out with this beat. Whatever here. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate ya. Until next time.